And I'm here with yet another video this week. I kind of have been rather busy the past few days. If you haven't seen it yet, yesterday I put up a DVD hell on a male puberty film from 1979. The day before, Cinema Snob episode on Invasion of the Samurai Sluts from Hell. So go check those out if you haven't got the chance. Also, on the front page, we've updated it with a banner on the top saying that on July 4th through the 6th up in Chicago we're going to be guests at Anime Midwest. So if you're planning on going to Anime Midwest, or if you're going to be around Chicago at the time, or you just want to come see us, come check us out at Anime Midwest. We'll be there all weekend. But as for right now, I guess I got to talk more about 24. Sure. I know I kind of hinted in that last 24 vlog I did that, I don't know, maybe I'll do one of these after the episodes air, this 12-part 24 miniseries that they're doing. But I got to the end of the second episode and I thought to myself, I don't want to do that. I would run out of shit to talk about. It would be 12 episodes of me talking about the same thing. And I already kind of experimented with that From Dusk Till Dawn podcast that we did. And by the third or so episode of that, Mike and I really just wanted to talk about anything else other than From Dusk Till Dawn the series. And so we did. That show was a lot of tangents, followed by every now and then we talk about From Dusk Till Dawn the series. So I really didn't really want to do that again, but at the same time, I need to justify the fact that I am watching 24 live another day. So, as sort of a compromise for myself, I thought, alright, so it's a 12-part miniseries. When I get halfway through, I'll do another one of these vlogs, and then at the very end of the season, I'll do another one. That'll justify me watching this series. As I said in the other one, 24 was a show that I watched until the very end, purely out of obligation. That was it. That was one of those shows for me. I know everyone has shows like that, and it kind of got to the point for me within the past couple years where I thought, if a show really starts pissing me off that much anymore, or if I really start getting bored with it, I can't do it anymore. I can't dedicate however many years of my life to something that I don't give a fuck about. So there are shows where I've just been, nope, burp. I don't really watch Walking Dead anymore, and I'm sure there's a couple other ones that I've just been like, yeah, I'm gonna go do other things right now, like watch, I don't know, another Sasquatch movie. That is a much more useful thing I could do with my time. But 24 comes back, and 24, I guess, gets grandfathered in to me, saying, I've got to watch this, I've got to stick it to the very end. If I made it 8 years through this fucking thing, I am not going to be beat by a 12-part miniseries. And I mentioned a second ago, like, what am I going to have to talk about with this goddamn thing? Because last time I did this vlog, I sat here like, same shit, different day. That's it. They did nothing new with this. They took no risks, took absolutely no chances with it. It is every single problem that 24 has ever had. Only this time the gimmick is really old to the point to where sometimes it just feels like you are watching self-parody. You've seen this spoofed so many times throughout its 8-year run, and even the 4 years it was off the air. You've seen 24 and its cheesy melodrama spoofed so many goddamn times that whenever you're watching this miniseries and the same 24 tropes are there, the same 24 cliches, the same hard-ass faux tech dialogue, all of that shit, all of the ticking time bomb things where he's about to press enter on the laptop, but oh no, MI5 walks in at just the wrong millisecond. when all that stuff is happening in this miniseries, you're waiting for a joke to happen. Like, I'm waiting for, like, shenanigans to start happening. I'm waiting for it to just flat out turn into spoof. But no, it's just as shitty as it was the past. Well, maybe not just as shitty, because two things. One, I'm not annoyed by any subplots in it so far. There's no cougar situation or mountain lion or whatever the fuck that was. There's no, awful things with the head of CTU's bipolar daughter. There's none of that. There's no, like, the Katie Sackhoff thing. There's not, they really toned that down. I'll give it that. But here's the thing. They really had a chance to reinvent this show. They really had a chance to bring in a new audience for it. To maybe even bring in a new format, a new style of, well, maybe not style of storytelling, because the gimmick still has to be there, but a new type of story, a new direction that these characters could go in. They don't. They dropped the fucking ball. And shortening it from 24 episodes to 12 episodes is not change. That's just doing the audience a fucking favor. Holy crap, is it ever doing us a fucking favor. The only, like, one of the funniest things I could say about this is that it introduced me to, I think this was happening during the second episode, or at least this is when I noticed it. On Twitter, the Chloe O'Brien Twitter account and the Tony Almeida Twitter account were giving each other shit throughout the whole thing. Like, Tony Almeida saying to Chloe, like, well, welcome to the Dead Family Club. Chloe O'Brien tweeting back, yeah, at least I'm not a traitor to my fucking country. Or something like that. Just trading insults back and forth with each other. That was far, far, far more entertaining than anything that has been in the first 6 episodes of 24. And hell, I kind of feel bad about this. I completely forgot about Chloe O'Brien's family. That's more of a fault of me than it is the show. I just completely forgot, which is weird for me because I thought in the last few seasons that Morris was one of the better characters on the show. I just completely forgot about him. I completely forgot about Chloe O'Brien's family. But they justify Chloe working for this not WikiLeaks thing and looking like Lisbeth Salander by saying that her family was killed. So she becomes network TV, the girl with the dragon tattoo. That's how they explain that. So I don't even know. Where did I even leave off with this? Because it's seriously just been like their terrorists have control over drones. They are going to strike against London unless the president turns himself in. The only person that can save them is Jack Bauer, who no one listens to ever until it's too goddamn late. Same shit, same fucking shit from every single season past. Why even bother bringing this shit back? Except for to give me something to talk about in front of the camera. And even then, I'm running out of shit to fucking talk about. Every single character on this show is just having a fucking pissing contest with each other. That's it. Like, no one really seems to realize that the stakes of a terrorist threatening to blow up London with hijacked drones is a pretty big fucking deal. So when Jack is rogue in the first part of it, he takes some hostages so he can do some shit on the computer. And then Hannah McCabe comes in. I know, like, when I last talked about 24, I mentioned that I didn't really buy her as, like, a field agent on this show, because I'm used to seeing her on Dexter. But I guess she did play a secret agent on Chuck. A couple people in the comments said something about that. I never watched Chuck. If she was good on that, cool. Honestly, she is fine here. It took me a little while to really buy her in this part, and now she's fine. I mean, she's perfectly serviceable. But anyway, as the episodes go on, she starts to believe Jack, as everyone should fucking believe Jack. So she starts believing Jack, and Jack has to buy off some time because he's doing some shit on the computer. So this like SWAT team comes in to take down Jack Bauer, but Jack shoots a lot of them right in the body armor, so it doesn't kill them or hurt them, it just buys him some time. But Hannah, sorry, I'm just going to refer to her as her Dexter character. So Hannah then, she's the one who believes Jack. So she's telling this SWAT leader, like, no, you need to give him to me. Chain of command says, you need to give him to me. He's mine. I'm taking him in. We are going to deal with this. So it's like a pissing match between her and him. But even when Jack Bauer is vindicated, even when everyone proves that he is right, this SWAT commander is like, yeah, but you know what? I guess I just don't fucking like you, lady, so I'm gonna make sure that you're benched and taken off the case. So ahead of not CTU, Benjamin Bratt's like, yeah, sorry, he's filing in a complaint, so I guess I've got to sideline you for this. Good. Oh, good, yeah, just go ahead and sideline her because she fucking emasculated you. I don't know. Characters just do things because they're fucking stupid in this, because, I don't know, because they want to prove that they have the biggest dick in the world. I don't get it. Tate Donovan is like, he's what is he even in this? Is he like, I don't know, he's the president's right-hand man in this fucking thing. He's the head of whatever. He's the president. He's Karl Rove. He's fucking Karl Rove in this fucking show. So he might as well be walking around twiddling like an evil fucking mustache. Because Tate Donovan is walking around, even with the threat of a terrorist strike against London, even with all of that, he is still like going up to Jack Bauer while Jack Bauer is preparing to go undercover in the field to talk to somebody who might know where the terrorists are. Tate Donovan takes the time to go up to Jack Bauer and say, yeah, look, you know, when you're done with all this, I want you to stay away from my wife, all right? Look, she's I don't know, this can't be good with you around here, so I want you to stay away from her. But what is this, fucking high school? Really? Even him doing that doesn't even make any sense, because it turns out that he's trying to get rid of Jack by having the Russians take him into custody, because the Russians are looking for Jack Bauer. So it turns out he's like going over the president's head to try to get the Russians to take Jack Bauer away. So why would he even say that if fucking, after this case is over, if Jack is going to go off to the Russians anyway? Even without the Russians, Jack is under the impression that he's going to be going to jail after this, which he won't. If he's saving London from a terrorist strike, I don't think they're going to send him to jail. I really don't. I think there's probably going to be some leniency involved there. So for no reason, Tate Donovan is just acting like a child. Tate Donovan's wife in here is the Kim Raver character, who has been Jack's romantic interest for like the past however many goddamn seasons. Even though I thought Jack and Connie Britton made a much lovelier couple, personally. Personally, anyway. That's what I think. Or even the sister from season 2, where it seemed like there was a between-season romance there. Remember the blonde? I can't remember her name, but the blonde who her sister was the fucking blonde from 15, who was a terrorist. We got a repeat of that character too, only with a redhead this time around. And the villains aren't any fucking smarter than anyone else in this goddamn thing. The villain is Lady Stark. Lady Stark is the villain, and honestly, aside from Jack Bauer, her performance is easily the best part of this whole thing. because she is having fun. Like, she is. Lady Stark is, you know, she gets off of Game of Thrones, and now she's like, fuck it, you know, I'm gonna play a terrorist on 24 and have the time of my goddamn life. Alright. She is having fun. She clearly is. She's playing a dumbass, but she is having a lot of fun. But we also have, where do I even start with this whole thing? So basically, Lady Stark, her husband was a terrorist and was killed by a drone strike. So Lady Stark then uses her children to basically set up this whole terrorist unit to where they all get control over drones so they can strike on London unless the president turns himself in for allowing the drones that killed her husband. So basically, it's like if Ned Stark was a terrorist and Joffrey was the hero. That's it. If Ned Stark was just evil, was just a bad guy, and Joffrey did everyone a favor by chopping his head off, that's kind of this. That is sort of what's going on here. So she has a son and she has a daughter who are both working with her to handle all of these drones and blow shit up. So her daughter is married to Baruz 2.0. If you don't remember Baruz, he was a character on 24 who was this young kid who was like part of this terrorist family, but he was like good. I hope to God I am remembering that right, because it feels like it's been an eternity since I've seen that. If I don't remember names or anything like that, it's because I don't go back and rewatch 24. I watch it and then I'm done with it. I don't go back and rewatch seasons, so my memory can be kind of fuzzy on a few things in terms of like names. But even then, I think I'm doing an okay job. So anyway, her Lady Stark's son-in-law is Baruz 2.0. He had a nightmare that showed a bunch of innocent civilians dying in a drone strike. Apparently, he needed a dream to tell him that this is bad, that people will die. So he tries getting away from the terrorist family, even though he is the one who was supposed to be piloting the drones. Anyway, he tries telling the daughter, like, look, we can get away from all this. This is insane. We're going to kill so many innocent people. A dream told me that. We're going to kill so many innocent people. I don't know. Your mom seems like she's kind of crazy. Maybe you and I should just get out of here. Well, terrorist daughter doesn't go along with this and then tells her mom about it. Tells Lady Stark about this. So Lady Stark gets Baruz 2.0 to go along with the strike by cutting off daughter's finger. So she cuts off daughter's finger, and then Baruz 2.0 is like, whoa, ho, ho! Cutting off terrorist daughter's finger is way worse than civilian casualties. I guess I'll do this. So he goes back to fucking, you know, piloting the drones and shit like that. And then this fucking guy, well, he tries. He tries to make sure that they get caught by not setting the security measures the correct way, so that way not CTU can trace its IP address. And so because of that, you would think that he would sit there at the computer monitoring this the entire time so that nobody is looking over his shoulder, so that nobody is sitting at his computer to double check every step he's done so that they don't find that he is trying to make sure that they don't get caught. Okay. Instead, he gets up and says, yeah, look, I'm going to be back in a couple minutes. I'm just going to go check on my wife, okay? So Baruz 2.0 goes and checks up on the wife. He's like, look, here's what I did. I changed the security measures. That way we'll get caught, and I will tell them I'll tell them that we were taken hostage. I'll tell the authorities we were taken hostage and forced to do this. Everything's gonna be okay. He's telling this to terrorist daughter. Even though it's already been proven that she is more so on her mom's side, you gotta figure that a severed finger will probably not talk this terrorist daughter into still taking the side of Baruz 2.0. But anyway, while Baruz 2.0 is gone, the son, terrorist son, was manning Baruz 2.0's station. So Baruz 2.0 comes back, and mom is like, we found out what you did. The authorities are so not coming. You done fucked up for the last time. So then they pull a fucking gun on him. The kid's like, no, don't do this. My wife would not want you to do this. Shoot me. My wife would not want you to shoot me point blank in the head. And then terrorist daughter is up there. Lady Stark is like, really? Do you not want this? And daughter is like, Daughter's just kind of standing there. She's just like, whatever. And so Baruz 2.0, boom, shot right in the fucking head. So he's an idiot. Long story short, he's an idiot. But Lady Stark and terrorist daughter aren't that much fucking smarter. These are really stupid people. Because here's what happens in the next episode. Alright, this is fantastic. Baruz 2.0, his fucking phone starts ringing. It goes to voicemail. They pick up the phone, and they're like, hey, it's his sister. It's his sister leaving a voicemail. Hey, I know you told me to get out of London. I'm just seeing if you're okay. Why don't you call me back? So Lady Stark is like, oh no, what if he told her about our plan? What if he told her that we're responsible? What if he gave her information? Which, okay, if Baruz 2.0 told this sister everything that he knew, you would think that the voicemail would be a lot more frantic than just, hey, yeah, call me back. Or you would also think that the authorities would have been involved somehow between now and then. Not to mention the fact that at this point, Lady Stark has sent a video to the fucking CIA, CTU, whatever, to the fucking White House, in which she takes full responsibility of everything that is going on, to where she is looking right in the camera and saying, unless the president is delivered to me, I will blow shit up. So she is already taken she's already she's already said that she is the one who is involved in all of this. So what does it fucking matter what this fucking sister said? Also, if she has taken blame for everything that is going on, I don't really know why they had to frame this other guy who in the first episode was piloting one of the drones, and then it hit this tank in this military base, so they kind of blamed this other guy for doing this. I don't know, that just seemed like a really horrible practical joke on their part. Like, okay, that bought them like an hour of nothing, because no one really knows where they are, so what was the point of that? Especially because she released a videotape in which she is taking credit for all of this shit. So what does it fucking matter what this sister says, who clearly does not know anything? So Lady Stark sends terrorist daughter, who still has a finger missing, by the way, and should probably be more lightheaded than she already is. Alright, so Lady Stark sends the daughter out to go talk to the sister to find out everything that she knows, if she happens to know everything. Basically, she's making her do this because, judging by previews for next episode, unless she doesn't do this, there's no way that Jack will be able to find them. So she needs to do something stupid so Jack will end up finding them. That's it. That's the only reason why she would possibly do something this dumb. So she sends terrorist daughter out, even though there's many people she could probably send out to do this. She sends terrorist daughter out to go talk to the sister. So she does, and they're out like eating ice cream and shit. Like the sister and the sister's daughter. They're out like eating ice cream. They're perfectly fine. If they knew that a terrorist attack was about to happen, they so would not be like this. Alright. So then, terrorist daughter calls Lady Stark and says, yeah, like, she doesn't know anything, so I guess I can come home now. Lady Stark is like, just kill her, you know, just to make sure. Why? No reason. None. She's gonna be dead anyway if she stays in London. What's it fucking matter? So she goes in and she basically tells the mom, she basically tells Bruce 2.0's sister, she tells her, like, get out of London now because something bad is gonna happen. And then, I don't know, Bruce 2.0's sister starts acting like a lunatic and just starts running around all frantic to where she ends up getting stabbed. Like, okay, you know what, maybe act like a little calm in this situation now, and this, to describe it, probably makes it sound less dumb than it actually is when you're watching it, because when you're watching it, basically everything the sister is doing is just so she can end up getting killed. So she ends up getting killed, the daughter runs away, she chases after the daughter. Again, none of this should matter if London's going to end up getting blown up anyway. So she chases after the daughter and ends up getting hit by a bus. Tara's daughter ends up getting hit by a bus. That way, in the next episode, Jack can find her, and eventually that'll lead to Lady Stark. This is a whole series of people doing really, really dumbass, unnecessary shit just so they could end up getting caught. Just to give the writers of this show an easy in to where they will end up fucking getting caught. That's it. That's it. Even for this show, these characters are really fucking stupid. I really feel sorry for Hannah, too, because she went undercover with Jack to this, like, arms dealer, but she had to make it look like Jack kidnapped her. So I really hope that Jack warned her about this. These arms dealers take Hannah hostage and basically torture her for like half of the episode. But everything is going kind of fine, other than the torture. Everything is going like kind of fine. Like the guy has to enter in a password into a bank account so that Chloe O'Brien can like kind of trace his files of what he's doing. That hopefully will lead them to Lady Stark. And they have a sniper on the roof who's watching them. That way Hannah won't end up getting killed by the people who are torturing her. So, but anyway, MI5 moves in and like fucks shit up. They knock out the sniper, so Hannah almost gets a drill to the fucking head. And then the guy almost hits enter on the keyboard, but that's the split second before he does. MI5 bursts in and like fucks everything up and a gunfight happens, and then Jack hits enter himself. It's just, oh my god. The best thing I can say about the British in this is that the Prime Minister is played by Stephen Fry, who kind of has a permanent, like, smirk on his face through a lot of it, as if to say, yeah, I know that this is bullshit. I know that this is a load of fucking bollocks, but whatever. I'm like Lady Stark. I'm having a good fucking time in this. And God love them. God love them. If they're having a good time in this, right on, you know, because Lady Stark is clearly having a good time in this. She really is. I'm sure Kiefer Sutherland is too, but boy oh boy, the writing fucking sucks. Boy oh boy, is this utterly goddamn pointless. But even in like the worst seasons of 24, something would happen in like the second half of the season that would make me kind of interested in where it was going. Like President Logan would show up, or, you know, a recurring character would show back up and then become a bad guy, and then, I don't know, Jack would torture someone with a cigar clip. I don't know, something cool would kind of happen that would keep my interest in the second half. So, who knows, maybe in the second half of this, something will happen that will totally redeem itself. I have no idea what that'll be. I don't. The previews seem to show London blowing up, so I don't know if that actually happens or if that's just something made for the show. But if that happens, they suck at their job. That's like when Valencia got blown up in season 6. In season 6 of the show, which really kind of sidestepped the country reeling from a nuclear strike. They just kind of, it's nothing, whatever. They treated that the same way they would if, like, I don't know, just a house blew up. But even But Jack Bauer is still a really good character. Kiefer Sutherland is really good. Kiefer Sutherland, like, Jack Bauer is basically like, this analogy only works if you like peanut butter. Jack Bauer is like delicious peanut butter on a shit sandwich. Yeah, the peanut butter is awesome. It's totally delicious. You love peanut butter. Everybody loves peanut butter. But no one likes shit. No one likes a shit sandwich. So here we have this perfectly good peanut butter that's going to waste on this pile of dog shit between two pieces of bread. That sucks. I'd rather have it on some fucking jelly. And yeah, in the first half of this season, there are moments where he does something cool. When Jack Bauer is fucking threatening people, he does something cool. And again, people just need to listen to Jack. Because when Jack is talking to the president, Jack just straight up says, like, look, here's what you need to do. You need to put me undercover. I know a guy who can probably lead us to Lady Stark, so give me everything I need, and I will make sure everyone is fucking safe. And the president's like, I don't want to do that, Jack. Look, why don't you just tell us everything you know, and we can handle it ourselves. Jack is like, no. So the president's like, all right, well, you think about that, Jack. President gets up and walks away, and, dude, terrorists are about to fucking blow up London with fucking drones. Maybe, like every other character in this, maybe save the pissing contest for later. There also seems to be another subplot about Hannah's ex-husband who turned out to be like a terrorist or something, but then it turns out that Benjamin Bratt probably had something to do with that, so it looks like he's kind of might turn out to be a bad guy. I don't know. That character is as two-dimensional as you could possibly fucking get. He's just there to bark out orders and just explain to us stuff we already know. That's what a lot of this show is. It just explains to us, it keeps explaining to us what is happening, to the point to where several characters keep saying phrases like, so what you're telling me is, you know, lines like that. That's right up there with, as you know, you know. There's a lot of that. There's a lot of that in this show. So what you're telling me, Jack, is I need to... But, yeah, like, Jack... So, stop with your pissing contest. Let Jack do his fucking... Eventually they let Jack do his thing. Jack is like, alright, I need Hannah to go with me. Hannah is going with me on this undercover mission, alright? You get Hannah McCabe, she's fucking coming with me, alright? Benjamin Bratt's like, we can't do this because this, she fucking made this SWAT team leader feel like he has a tiny dick, so we're benching her. Jack's like, what? No, I want her. And then the president, this is kind of a cool line, the president's like, hey, Jack needs her, Jack wants her, Jack gets her, alright? Good. Everyone should be thinking like that. Everyone should just get Jack what he fucking wants. Just get Jack what he fucking wants, and the world will be a safer place for it. Seriously. But there is still some cool Jack stuff that happens in it. Yeah, I'll totally admit that, like, as annoyed as I get at a lot of stuff on this, Jack will still do something cool that'll make me go, huh, right on. At one point, Jack has to sneak into Parliament. And so there's a bunch of protesters out there protesting drones. So Jack has this forged ID to get him inside, and that was put in place by the not WikiLeaks people. Well, Michael Wincott, who, shocker, did something to fuck with Jack, Michael Wincott changes the security code on it to where they know that it's a forged security code. And even when he did that, no one else is kind of like, okay, well, we need to not be talking to Michael Wincott right now. Everyone's like, well, that was an asshole thing you did. Let's keep working with you. Even when the WikiLeaks people go away, Chloe says to Michael Wincott, like, I really need you for this. And I'm like, why? He's already proven that he could fuck you over. And he's played by Michael Wincott. He will keep fucking you over. So anyway, Michael Wincott changes the security code on it. And the security people are like, you need to stay here. They say that to Jack. And Jack just kind of walks away. and then he like fucking elbow checks one of the guards, takes his gun, hides the gun under his jacket, and then he just fucking shoots a couple of the protesters like in the leg. Just shoots a couple of them right in the leg and just goes, "Oh my god, they're shooting at us! Help! We're just innocent protesters here and they're shooting at us!" Which causes this fucking riot, fucking pandemonium that goes inside the fucking gates of Parliament, and Jack is easily able to just walk right the fuck in. So every now and then something cool like that will happen. If Jack is pointing a gun at your head and he says he will fucking shoot you in the goddamn face, it's really cool, because Kiefer Sutherland is a badass. Jack Bauer is a badass. Fuck me, he deserves better than this. I don't know what else I have to talk about for this. I am rambling like a motherfucker. I am so rambling like a goddamn motherfucker right now. I don't know if I've missed anything. I don't know. Again, it's like I said at the beginning, I kind of just need to justify the fact that I'm still watching this. I really do. I really need to be like, okay, I'm watching this because eventually I'll do a vlog on it. There, that'll make me feel better about sticking with this fucking 24 live another day, yeah. Live another day. Sorry. Live another day. 24 suck another day. Oh, well, 6 episodes left, and I will come back. I will come back and I will give my thoughts on the rest of this goddamn series. Man, I don't have any more Mad Men. I don't have any more Mad Men until next year. First of all, they need to stop fucking calling this like mid-season finale. You get to call your show a mid-season finale if the rest of the season picks up 2 or 3 months after the mid-season finale. If your fucking mid-season finale picks up next year, like Mad Men is doing, that's not a mid-season. That is a season finale. It's a short season of 7 episodes. That's not a half season. That's a fucking mid-season. If I'm a year older by the time the rest of the season comes around, not a mid-season. If the gap between mid-season finale and the rest of the season is longer than a typical fucking break between regular network TV series, not a fucking mid-season finale. Sorry. Stop fucking calling it that. I don't have any more Hannibal until next season either. Man. I'll just go back and watch reruns of Mad Men. Fuck it. I'll go back and rewatch that. I ain't fucking rewatching 24. It's for goddamn sure. I'll go back and rewatch Mad Men. Fuck yeah. I'll go back and rewatch fucking Hannibal. There's other shows I need to start fucking watching too. Yeah. I'll go surf around on Netflix and I'll fucking find something to watch. I'll see you guys later.